And
Three.
3, 2, 1. Welcome
Welcome back.
back.
I apologize if you hear my lovely dog. He's like,
Anyway, I'm like so excited for this episode today. We are going to finally recap Love Island.
yeah, it's been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, like I totally forgot that like we only like mentionedly talked about it like the first episode and that was it.
Literally the first episode. And now, like, I'm addicted. I got Nico addicted. Like,
I li-
every.
I literally have been trying to get you to watch this show for years
Stop!
and you would not watch it, but now you understand why I was so obsessed with it.
No, I did.
Like
And, like,
it's just so addicting and it's like as if like you're in the villa.
freeze.
But no, like it's just so like addicting. Like you literally just can't stop watching it. And like when Wednesday and Saturday come, you're like, what the fuck?
I
Like
know. And, like, I kind of, like, try to watch after some, but I think it's kind of boring to me, if I'm
it's
being honest.
it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like stupid and it's like cheesy and corny, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, so I just don't watch it. But like, I hate Wednesdays because I'm like, what am I supposed to watch? And like Wednesdays like are my nights that I'm done early. So
Yeah.
like Wednesdays are the nights that I could like actually watch it. And I'm just like, I just want to watch it. But like Nico's like, you have to wait for me to get home to watch it, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
Like last night, I was so tired. I literally said to him, and like I went on Twitter like an idiot, and I saw Nick and Orlandria go home.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that just like gave it away.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was so tired. I was like, I have to choose my sleep for Love Island because I didn't get home till like 11:15. So
Literally.
I was like, I need to choose my sleep over Love Island because the night before we got home at like 11:30, 11:45, and I was up till 1:30 watching it because I
Yeah,
was
but it's like you're just so invested. It's like you don't care what time it is. You
yeah,
literally need to watch it because you need to know what's going on. Because if you go on any social media platform, you're going to know what happened.
exactly. And like we have a group chat with everybody from work, like who
Mhm.
watches it. I woke up to 88 text messages this morning.
Yeah,
Like
no,
my
like,
phone started buzzing and I was like, do not disturb. I was like, I need to go to bed.
yeah. And we also just want to preface we are recording this on what's today, the 25th.
25th.
So,
It will be the 28th.
yeah, when we post it, it'll be the 28th. So, stuff like 2 more episodes would have come out at that point. So, but we're just gonna like talk about everything from the beginning until right now, which is Wednesday the 28th. But still, a lot has happened. But let's get into our unfiltered opinions of Love Island because I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too.
Okay, so I think the last time we left off, I was telling you about the kissing challenge when Sierra and Charlie came in.
Yes, that's the last time.
Yeah, so it was like they were all blindfolded, they had no clue, blah, 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 whatever. He comes in. Honestly, my first take on Sierra and Charlie in the beginning, like, Sierra is gorgeous. Absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
I think she's one of the prettiest girls in the villa.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know who she's going to connect with. I did not expect her to connect with Nick at all.
Because Nick was with Beldasha at that point in time.
Yeah, exactly. So then, I mean, like, I don't know. That was still like the kind of the early episodes, so it was just kind of like boring because like they're just getting to know each other. Like it's just the stupid little like conversations, whatever.
Yeah. It
And
wasn't.
then and then we get into Huda starting to tell everybody she's a mom.
She is a mommy. My favorite thing was when she told Nick and he was like, Mommy?
Mamacita?
I was dying. He's like, I'm gonna be that cool uncle. Like, I'm the cool uncle.
Yeah, well, that changed real fast.
Yeah, it did. But then I think it went back to him being like friends with Huda because like
Yeah.
he like stuck up for Huda a couple times, like to Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get into the baseball challenge.
And that brought in Hannah and
And
Amaya.
Amaya, yep. And like in this moment, I was so proud of Bella.
Same.
Like
She like popped the fuck off.
I was like, girl, everything I said about you previously, I take it back. Like, you are coming out of your shell. Like, you are just being you.
Yeah, like she was queen in that. And Huda was a dramatic ass little bitch, I think, during this, if I'm being
That
honest.
that was
She
just
was
the
gonna troll.
start of it.
Yeah, she was just like sitting there like flipping like them off, like when Jeremiah and Amaya were like hooking up, like whatever, like it's a challenge. This is gonna happen. Like you went around and kissed all these guys, but you didn't see him doing that because it's a
Exactly.
challenge. It's
And not
what's gonna
even
happen.
that, like at that point, it was only like day like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so like you were like no.
Like nothing was locked down and official at that point. I mean, I understand like in the villa, things are like a lot more like escalated and
Yeah.
happen faster, but like come on. So then we get into the first recoupling, whatever. And Bella is dumped.
Bill was the first one to go bye-byes.
Yeah, I was honestly, Nick in that moment did kind of piss me off. Like he
I
was,
didn't like Nick in the moment.
no, like he was a fucking player.
And I didn't like Sierra either because when he picked Sierra, she sat down and literally looked at him and said, "Good job."
Yeah,
Like, who
exactly.
are you? You just got into this place. Like, you ain't nobody.
Yeah,
And
and
I don't see it.
at this point, this is when Ace and Amaya get coupled up. I'm sorry, Ace, he needs to go.
So, like, flash forward to like now in Casa more, like, you can tell how bad he like broke down her self-esteem because like she literally like asked Austin what his boundaries were and like if he didn't mind being called babe and all that stuff. And
Yep.
like talking to like JD and Zach and like she literally like cried to JD because of how like bad it was and like that's terrible.
He's literally like being like a little puppet master in there. That's
Yes.
literally what he's fucking doing. I'm like, sir, you, we all know you like Shelly, okay? But you couldn't commit to her or actually show that you had feelings for her until like a week and a half in, but you're gonna manipulate everybody else and basically dictate the way that they choose and the way they go in the villa.
Exactly. And like the thing is too, like I think what really pissed me off was the what Monday night they just got. Monday night was one of the early, like the latest dumpings. Picking Jeremiah. I personally think like even in that episode, Ace literally said to the like people who I don't know who he's sitting with. He literally said, "Look at like him. He's getting all cuddled up and booed up again. Like
Yep.
that's basically getting too close." But like he wasn't. Like he's getting to know. He was getting to know her, and that's not a bad thing. I personally think Ace is threatened by Jeremiah, and that's why. And I personally think Ace wanted to get to know Huda in the beginning and was
Yeah.
pissed because Jeremiah started getting close to her and all that stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I personally think like Ace is the problem in the villa.
Oh,
I think he's
100%.
a literal walking red flag. Like, I'm sorry, but Austin should not have been here for this long. He should have been gone.
No, and like Ace is literally giving the minimum, but somehow it's okay.
But like the thing is too, here's my contradiction too. You have like Ace has liked Shelly since day one. Yes, they haven't been coupled up, but like he's been doing things for Shelly since day one. Taylor has been basically it has been coupled up with Orlandria since day one, but that's not a problem. That's
Yeah.
never been a problem. But like Taylor really hasn't got to know anybody else.
Yeah.
He has
Ex-
not gotten to know any other girls. That's the same thing that happened with Jeremiah and Huda, but it was a big problem for those two.
exactly. So let's rewind a little bit. So then we do the pucker and pie challenge, whatever. This is when the boys started like not liking Huda and saying like she's a fraudulent, like just the way like she was answering questions. Like that should have been a red flag right there. But I think like Jeremiah had his love blinders on
Mm-hmm.
in that moment. But then after the challenge, like that's when I think this was like the start of like Hurricane Huda. Because like this is when she like started questioning their connection.
I agree, and I think there's a lot of people in her ear saying like he was doing this and he wasn't genuine, and like I really do think Jeremiah was genuine the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Um, and I think she was too. I think she just like tried to move super super fast, and I think she tries to do that because I literally think it's because of past traumas.
Yeah,
In all
exactly.
honesty, like breaking it down. Um, and I think so too when it comes to like her having a kid, it's probably harder to date because some
Yeah.
people like they hear you have a kid, they're like done for it. So like trying to like she found somebody who liked her, who like accepted that she had a kid and she was in
Yeah.
love, so she was trying to take it a lot faster, but like just because you matched with somebody and coupled up with somebody and like really really thought you liked each other doesn't mean you're automatically winning this money, like right
Exactly.
there.
But then like this is like when she also started like asking. I know the one question that like really sent I can't even talk Jeremiah off the edge was when she was like would you share my like your location with me?
But that was after, that's when Iris got into the villa.
Yeah, but I know, but I'm saying like that is
Yeah.
like kind of like when that went off. So then yeah, so then the leather and lace party whatever happened, and
And
Pepe, Jalen, and Iris came in.
I can't believe I forgot about Jalen was in and out so
I
fast.
know, like he he literally is the definition of just like a pure soul.
Literally. And I like this is super random, but like have you seen Beldasha post anything?
She just started.
Oh, she just did.
She
So
just
she's
yeah,
like, oh.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I haven't seen like Jalen's like TikToks have posted like
Yeah.
popped up on mine, and I was like, okay, and I was like, Belle Dash's hasn't, so I'm like, is she still in Fiji? Like, are they bringing her back?
I'm sorry, they should have. They should have put her as everyone wanted her to be a Casa girl, and I 100% agree she should have been a Casa girl.
I think she should have been a Casa girl too.
Like it would have
But
been
I
such a
also
good
think because
twist.
the way they did Casa Amor this year,
Don't even get
which
me
I also
started.
think they decided super late for Casa Amor that they were doing this. In all honesty,
Yeah.
because of the way like in all honesty, there's a lot of like Ace is just playing like thinks this is a game and is playing this just for money at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like actually trying to find love, and Ace is just literally playing it like he's playing chess, and everybody is
Yep.
taking chess pieces because he's trying to get to that money. And I swear to God, if he ends up winning that money, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off.
I know. And then freaking during the leather and lace challenge, that's when Huda literally looked like a
Like psycho.
psychopath.
Her
Literally
like doing a back bend.
literally doing a friggin' backbend like it's a challenge. What else do you expect? Like the guys just he let the guys kiss you and didn't do and like he wasn't acting a fool. Like Jeremiah wasn't acting a fool. And not
Exactly.
only Jeremiah only had one girl kiss him. Huda had two guys kissing her.
Exactly.
Like why are you acting like a fool?
And then came the America votes
Yes.
of the recoupling. So that's when Iris coupled up with
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Which I mean, come on. Like I mean America, we all knew it was coming.
Yeah, we all did.
Like
And then she crashed the fuck out.
yep.
Jalen coupled up with Orlandria, and Pepe coupled up with
Hannah.
Hannah. So this was before Charlie had left, right?
Yeah, so this was like when like Charlie and Hannah were going really good at this point, and then Pepe came in and like Hannah showed interest in him, so they coupled up. And then like Hannah was kind of like in a love triangle. It was like Hannah
So
at the
that's
top, then Charlie and Pepe down the bottom.
and then Charlie and Hannah had a really, really good conversation right before recoupling, and like they both said they were just about then, and fucking bam.
Yeah, for that recoupling, I'm sorry, Huda should have left.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is what I'm saying. Like
Hoda,
they
they've had so many chances to like between like the Islanders voting to send Hoda home, and nobody has. So I don't know if it's like a producers type swing thing or like people like I don't.
I don't know. It's like, I'm sorry, but like, if you act the way she did, like, you're only making it worse for yourself when you come out of the villa. Because you have a whole life still outside of the villa.
Well, I'm cracking up about last night's episode about the bullying thing that just randomly popped up. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know. But, yeah, so then obviously Charlie got dumped.
That was so sad.
It was, he also seems like a super genuine person. And, but I mean, but then Hannah literally went and like slapped him in his face.
And literally had sex with Pepe 2 days later.
She was literally red-eyed, sobbing, snot coming out of her nose, couldn't breathe.
Laid with the picture of them in her bed. And then 2 days later went and slept with Pepe, did a little hot tour in bed. I was
Literally.
wait, me and Nico were watching that and I was like, did you just see what I saw?
You literally had to like I rewinded it to literally watch it. I'm like,
I was like, this bitch just hot toured into her hand, and I was like, there is no way, no way right now.
like, do these people like they know there's all cameras in there? Do they not have self-respect? And like obviously Charlie's gonna watch it. And I'm sorry, if she loved him that much, she should have fucking left with him. But I think she knew she wanted Pepe.
Same. I also think too, with like the whole like, I don't understand how these people are like. Hannah's going to school to be a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Like now, that's gonna be your reputation. Like
Yep.
you're not, like
Literally.
internships, like all that shit that you have to do for doctors. Like
No.
they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I want you to be representing my hospital, my school, like all that shit. So like that's just a bad look.
Literally. So then we get to the door recoupling. Honestly, I kind of wish they did more couplings like that.
It was cool. I liked it.
I mean, I kind of wish there was like a little more chaos in it.
But like we kind of all knew where everybody was going.
Yeah. Honestly, in that moment, I did not think Jeremiah was going to go with Iris. I thought he was going to give in and go with Huda.
I didn't think I knew he was gonna go with Iris, just because of that's the day they had that conversation, him and Huda, and he was trying to be friends, and he literally said, like, I feel like we didn't start off as friends,
Yeah.
and this is why this turned out the way it did, and she freaked the fuck out and just kept calling him a pussy and a bitch and all that stuff. So, like, I personally knew, like, I had a gut feeling that he was gonna pick Iris just because of that conversation, and I mean, I would have too. Like,
Yeah. So like this is like from this point on, this is like kind of when we see Jeremiah like start to actually like do the Love Island experience.
yes.
Which I mean, I was really happy to see
Me too,
at that
honestly.
point. And like honestly, at that point, like I really genuinely think Huda should already have been gone because at that point, like if I'm an other Islander and I see that she was so locked in on day one on someone and not budging anyway, is she genuinely going to go through this whole experience?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, in my head, like, she clearly didn't have she didn't even try to have any connection with anybody else there.
Nope.
So, like, what is she gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, and that night, like, we were just, like, sitting there, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then everybody went and stood behind her because they wanted Jalen out. And I'm like, why?
Yep.
Like, why?
And also, the way she came out of the door saying all this stuff to, like, about Iris that wasn't true, I'm like, girl, he already said he doesn't want you. He already just left you. Why are you being like that? Like, do you have any decency?
And, like, the thing is, she says she's such a girl's girl, and I'm, like, excited for movie night. Because, like,
I hope they expose her ass.
so, I, I have a feeling they're not because of all the hate that she's gotten.
Well, she brought it onto herself. You don't act like that.
Exactly. But now, like, she's back to normal again, and I'm like, okay, like, I kind of like you again. Like, you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
also, like, being in Iris's shoes, like, I think the way Iris came into the villa and when she was coupled up with Jeremiah, she literally presented herself so well.
she really did. Like, she really did. Because that was definitely a very, very hard situation. Especially to be in that type of situation.
Yeah, like she
So,
literally had people coming at her nonstop, but she never once tried to push Jeremiah. She literally went at his speed, which is like I'm here for a friend, like I'm
yeah.
here for like whatever you need me for. And I honestly I don't know how she did it. And I think she kind of got like looked over.
I think she did too. And that's why I was kind of happy when, who did she end up recoupling with?
Zach with a C. Oh no, well no, her and TJ were kind of getting along at first.
Yes, that's why I was excited when TJ came in. But
Yeah.
I don't like TJ anymore.
No. Okay, so then we'll get into that. So then obviously Meg the Stallion came in, whatever.
Love that episode.
Friggin' Austin dancing.
That was scary. I was kind of scared for my life.
I was like, what
I was
is
like, what is happening
going
right
on? And then at
now?
this point, that's when like Austin and Amaya were like starting to be a thing or whatever.
Well, yeah, and then he started like after that he was like, nah, I don't like her anymore.
Yeah.
She said it's too
Poor
much.
girl.
I didn't like Amaya at first, and I really do like her. She's
Me
sweet.
too. I
She's very,
really
very
do.
genuine. I just the way she talks.
And at every single challenge, at the end of the challenge, she runs in a circle around everybody. I'm
That's
like,
weird.
girl, are you training for like a marathon or something? Like, are you not telling us something?
Wait, when they brought in um JD, they brought in JD and who else? I can't even say her name.
Oh no, no,
Um,
TJ, not JD.
TJ.
TJ
They brought
and Andrina.
Andrina. You gotta. So when they brought her in and they were building them, and they built TJ first, and she was running around and fell. That was the funniest thing ever. I was like, "You are my spirit animal."
No,
Literally.
she is literally like, how has she not been on reality TV before? She is literally like the queen of reality television.
She's just so fucking funny. I'm like, I love you. Like, I love you.
She's hysterical. Okay, so then we have that challenge, whatever. TJ and Andrina come in. Iris starts vibing with TJ, which I was really happy. I'm like, good for her. She actually found like a genuine connection and wasn't like stuck into one.
Yeah,
At this point, like Nick and Sierra are still going strong.
they did the deed.
Yeah, which also Nick kind of pissed me off after that too. When he was like getting second chances or second like thoughts.
Agreed.
I was
I was
like,
like,
sorry you got what you wanted and now like you don't know if you want her.
and I thought it was hilarious that he literally exposed himself on national
Oh, I know.
television and said he was like 20 seconds long.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you fucking exposing yourself right now?
I mean, at
For
that
all
point,
America.
they're literally all probably fucking losing their minds because they've been trapped with each other for like 20 something days almost.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So then we have the America votes for their favorite islanders. So then we have up for elimination the girls, it was Iris, Hannah, and Amaya. And then the boys, it was Pepe, Austin, and Jeremiah. I think Jeremiah did dirty.
I do too. I literally do.
Because like I'm sorry, he was actually like starting to find a connection with Andrina or however you say her name. And like actually, and like they were all busting on him the whole entire time. Like, you're not exploring your options, you're locked down, da 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 da. Okay, well, he's finally doing it, and then you guys are his best friends, but then you're gonna slap him in the face and literally send him home when you guys have been on him for not exploring. Now he's finally exploring, and you guys are gonna say, okay, fuck you, we're gonna send you home.
Yeah. I was kind of pissed off about that, in all honesty. I was like genuinely really, really, really pissed off about that.
Like, once again, I think that was Ace behind the scenes being a little puppet master, pulling everybody's strings. And I genuinely think that decision was Ace's decision.
Yeah, I think it was too. Um,
And
I
even I think if
physically,
anybody else had any other opinions, it didn't matter because I think Ace knew what he was doing.
I think he did too.
And then we have Hannah that got dumped with, which honestly, I was like, you deserved it.
I did too. I think it was, I don't know, I think she, like, I wasn't really expecting it. I thought it was going to be Amaya.
It should have been Amaya and Austin. It
I think
hands
it
down
should have
should have
been.
been.
It should have been. I just think that, and I think, I think she did deserve it in a way because, like, she was very, like, so Charlie, 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 and then Pepe comes in and was like, Pepe, Pepe, Pepe. And I think she's very closed off to people as well, same as Huda has been,
Yeah.
in all honesty. Um, but I also think she went on a podcast already and said basically she kind of thinks that it was Huda trying to for her to get to Pepe, but I don't really think Huda had that much of a say in it, to be honest with you.
No.
Because I don't think Orlandria or Shelly would honestly let that happen,
No.
in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Um, I physically just think that it was um, a. I think they all kind of were fed up with the way she was kind of. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I just honestly like I'm happy they did it for Charlie. Like not that they did it for him, but like for his peace of mind, like I was happy they did it because she literally if Love Island literally could have put fuck you Charlie in like a little air bubble above her head as she was friggin' with Pepe, like
Yeah.
they should have because that's exactly what it was. So I'm happy that she was dumped because it's like karma.
Yeah, I'm honestly glad too. Because she literally sobbed for him and then, like,
I literally think it was just like to get TV time, honestly.
me too.
Because there's no way if you loved him that much and you guys just had a great chat, you would have left with him because people have left with each other, like left with somebody before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you can literally say like I'm leaving with them, like I'm going home.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. So I think she just did it for TV time. Okay, so next we get on to Casa Amor.
Elsa Moore.
Okay, let's start with what are I guess we'll go through all the girls. What is your opinion of Grayson?
I like her.
She's Hannah 2.0. The
I do.
producers knew exactly what they were doing when they put her as a Casa girl.
I do think she is a Hannah 2.0.
Like,
But I
no
do
shit.
think,
Hannah and Pepe were just coupled up. Who do you think Pepe's gonna go for? You literally copy and pasted Hannah basically right into the villa with Grayson.
no, literally. I like the copy and paste.
But also, they're just I think they're just boring. Like you have not seen anything about them.
No. I do think it's cool that Clark was like a former cheerleader, like
Uh,
cheered
I'm like
and
all-star cheer represent.
literally.
I
Um,
think she has a good heart. I really
yeah,
do. I hope she finds a connection. I think she's kind of being like overlooked right now.
I do too.
Okay,
Vanna,
no.
she looks like fucking Jigsaw.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
She's 21 years old. What? She looks like she's in her mid 30s going on 40.
Literally, she has, and I've seen a lot of like plastic surgeons on TikTok kind of go in depth about it, but like so when you get plastic surgery like that, like
Yeah.
she has chin filler, she has cheek filler, she has filler everywhere, okay? Usually when people do that much filler, it's because you look like you're aging already, right? Like your cells are
Yeah.
kind of like broken down, like you're starting to
Yeah.
age. So that's why people do those fillers. You don't do those fillers when you're 18, 19, 20. Like you don't put that stuff in your
No.
face. Besides lip filler, yes, I can see Botox too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 25 now, but like I need Botox here because I crease so bad
Yeah.
for me, like squinting all the time. But like she has got like, and I don't like, I've seen girls from Utah, but like I don't think girls from Utah go that in depth. And like I
No.
saw somebody post like her sophomore, junior, and senior year like beauty
Yeah.
photos, and she was getting filler junior, senior year. Like that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. No. So then we have Coco. I feel like she's just kind of there.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know how I feel about her.
really, I don't really have an opinion on her yet. And then lastly, we have Jaden.
I like
I
Jada.
I low key love her.
She's like quirky, like she's
Yeah, and
like different, like
she's like genuinely like herself, and she doesn't care, which I
mm-mm.
like.
I do too. I'm kind of mad at her though.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that. Okay. Then we have the Casa boys. Brian. He's
Brian,
I
like
I honestly I feel like all the Casa boys are just kind of there.
yeah, there's like I feel like we just because last night was like second night of Casa, like we like literally probably like the first 24 hours of Casa we've seen so far, and like it just nothing really has gone on. Like I think
No.
JD is super super nice because I feel like we've seen a lot of conversations with him.
Yeah.
Zach, I don't know, like Zach, the one who's tatted.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him. Elon, he seems
Just like
okay.
they're all just
Like
there, I feel like at
yeah,
that point.
and I feel like we just haven't really gotten to know them very well yet. So
Yeah.
like it's kind of hard to like talk about them. But the recoupling of last night.
Well, hold on. First, let's talk about the way they did Casa, how they came in.
Oh yeah, Casa was different this
Um,
year.
how long do you think the boys were sitting there with the blindfolds and headphones on?
At least an hour. We were literally talking about this at work because we were like,
They're
they
literally
had to
just
get the
sitting
girls
there.
out, and then they had to bring the girls, new girls in. I
Yes.
literally think they were sitting there for at least an hour. They had to have.
Like, oh my God. But
Maybe
anyway,
they would have. Maybe I like, but like no, they wouldn't have given them a break because they would have saw that all the girls were just gone.
yeah, exactly.
TJ,
But
this is when I started hating TJ because he was a
he,
douchebag.
like, and no, like, I think that was a great example of, like, you don't, like, I think he thought he was kissing, like, well, they thought they were kissing the regular girls and he didn't want anybody but Iris. But, like, still, at least rate one good that you think is Iris.
Exactly. I don't know.
But I think that was, like, his frat boy coming out in him.
Yes, I literally was like, he just seems like a douchey frat boy to me in this, and I was like, and I fucking hate that. That just gave me the biggest ick
Yeah.
ever. Like,
Exactly. So then I did kind of like the way they did bring in the girls because it was like different.
different. Yeah.
But I don't like how they're going to be in a couple during Casa
Yeah, because isn't that like not.
because, and especially now because they know people can get dumped.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're just gonna try to stay coupled up with somebody so they don't leave, which is genuine connections are not going to form.
Yeah, and I think I think that's how they're gonna get us. I don't know.
Like,
See, like,
I think behind production, like I think it was a good idea to have them coupled up, but then like you're preventing genuine connections because people are just gonna want to stay now they know they can get dumped. So then they get coupled up. But also, like, I mean, I understood that the girls knew they were going to Casa, so like they couldn't do the same challenge. But I think they still should have blindfolded them.
yeah, and like I feel like it wasn't that big of a deal when the guys walked in. It was just like the guys are here,
Hey.
like you know what I mean. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like
Like
super.
I think they should have got like the OG girls in there first, put them, spread them all out, blindfolded them, and then the guys came in. Like I even though they knew they were other guys, I think they still should have like kind of did the same twist.
Yeah, like a little bit more like spicy
Yeah.
something.
So then whatever, they get coupled up, blah 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 blah. Um
Next day happens.
yes. And then they find out so then that leaves TJ and Amaya single.
Mm-hmm.
They're not coupled up. They find out they have 24 hours to find a couple or they didn't even say dumped at first. They said vulnerable. So they had no clue what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Um, Low key, I was shipping Nick and Jaden.
So was I.
And I think once they did the recoupling, I think she knew she fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think she thought he was going to leave. Because usually nobody leaves during Casa.
Mm-mm.
So
I think she fucked up too. Which I'm like, fuck you, Jaden. Like, what
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
But
Like, and I genuinely think like they could have had a really good connection.
me too.
Like
But
they just seem to like get along really good. Um, Vanna and TJ, I think, is a bunch of bullshit.
me too.
I think TJ was just like, who can I convince to be coupled with me so I'm not the vulnerable one?
Yeah, I think so too, in all honesty.
I'm like, I'm sorry, like, there's no way that there's a real
They
connection
literally
there.
talked once. Well, they only showed us that they talked once. Literally once.
And it was literally, I think, the blandest conversation I've
Conversation.
ever heard.
He was like, oh my god, do you have the same chain as me?
Oh my god, we have the same chain. Like,
Twins. And I was just sitting there and I was like, what is happening?
yeah. And then, honestly, Taylor and Clark, I think that could be like a hot commodity.
So do I, honestly.
Like, I think that could be a really, really good couple.
Me too. So, like, with the girls, I feel like the girls aren't trying as hard. Like, Amaya is and Huda is because they weren't really, like,
Yeah.
coupled up with anybody they like.
Also, though, Iris and Zach with a C, they're kind of vibing. And also, I really do like Sierra and Elon together.
So do I. But, like, Sierra crying because she doesn't know what Nick's doing in the villa, but, like,
Little does she know his ass got dumped.
literally. And, like, I want to physically, like, know what's gonna happen because of the ending. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think they're leaving.
No, I think there's a third villa that they're just going to hold them in.
Or I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna hold them for like a day. So like today, they're gonna bring back Orlandria and Nick, but Orlandria's gonna go to the villa and be one of the new girls that they're randomly gonna bring in, and Nick's gonna be the Casa More boys.
I don't think so because I think that defeats the whole purpose of Casa Amor, is to keep them separate.
But you gotta think, Casa Amore's so much different than it normally is.
I know, but like in my head, if I'm a producer, I just think that defeats the point.
Yeah, it could, but it also could just be. I also think randomly, I hope they bring Jeremiah back.
I know that would, that would
Do they
literally
normally bring back people?
no. But I don't know, like, and also like I kind of wish that after the dumping, that each like the other villa found out who got dumped. I think that would have made it interesting because
Yeah.
you had Sierra over here crying over Nick, and in my head, I'm like, I wonder if she would have been like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. I feel like though they are going to find out somehow while they are there.
I don't know, like I feel like that would put like an even better twist on it because like what are these people doing?
Yeah.
Like they think that they're over there making connections. Little do they know their ass literally just got dumped.
Dumped. Literally dumped.
It's like, ugh, I don't know what's gonna happen. They like it's just also it's kind of pissing me off though with like how many twists there are. I feel like enough is enough.
Yeah.
Like you're starting to twist it so much now. But then think about it. Everybody's going back to the villa. Where's everybody sleeping? Because you don't have that many fucking beds.
That's probably why they're dumping.
But like, I don't know, like Casa's, and I also feel like they're not gonna get any juicy content from Casa, because like usually like before in the middle of Casa, like they each get like a sneak peek of like clips, but like I feel like with the way they're doing it, they're not gonna get any good clips.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
I don't know. And this was gonna piss me off. I literally think, what's his name? I think Ace is going to fold and give in to Casa, but then he's going to use his mastermind manipulation skills once they get back and woo Shelly over.
Me too, honestly. But I hope Shelly really likes Chris because Chris and her, like, she literally said they were. No, you don't think so?
No, I think Shelly is locked in on Ace.
I do too. I don't
She
know.
is fully locked and loaded
Let's hope she's not that locked and loaded.
on Ace. But I don't know. I guess we'll see
I know.
what's going to
It's gonna
happen.
be crazy tomorrow.
Yeah, and I know. I really just want to know. Like, I'm waiting for the sneak peek tomorrow because, like, I really want to know what they're doing with Nick and Olandria.
Me too.
Like, I really want to fucking know what they're doing. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Oh, we do. We have 3 new ones.
Oh, period.
Okay. Question number 1. What is it like to have a podcast? Is it scary posting to a big platform? Well, I wouldn't say we have a big platform.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's scary at all because it's literally like we're just talking to each other in front of a
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Like it literally, like since we're like distanced now, literally seems like we're just FaceTiming each other if I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, and I
So,
think like we're just so like it's just like our routine now.
yeah, that it's just like whatever.
Yeah, like
At first it kind of was, but like we also don't have like a huge following or a huge platform, so it's kind of just like who
no.
gives a shit.
Yeah, but we did. Where were we when people were? Was that Thanksgiving Eve when people were like, "Oh my God, I like your podcast. I watch your podcast."
I think so, in all honesty.
Right? I was like that was kind of cool. Like,
Yeah. I was like, oh, period.
yeah, I was like, "Oh, people do actually pay attention to us."
No, literally.
Okay, next question. I hear you guys always talk about your friends being out of state. What is it like? Is it hard? Do you feel lonely?
That's a question for you because I'm the one who's out of state. I
Um,
mean, I guess I can answer this because everybody's back in Jersey.
yeah, I mean, I get like it's still super new.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think right now it still just kind of feels like you're just like on vacation.
I literally say this every day. I'm like, I feel like I'm on vacation and I'm going back home soon.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
mean,
so
like,
weird.
I guess it's gonna get harder. Like, it'll start to hit because like it's summer.
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, oh, like, do you want to go to the beach? Like, oh,
Yeah.
do you want to do this? So I guess like it's gonna hit harder coming soon. But I
Yeah.
mean, we had like we do this like with you in the case. So like I talk to you pretty. Oh, I still text you. We still text every single day
Every single day.
still.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like I'm not talking to you.
Mhm.
I mean, like, yeah, it's hard. And like, especially now that like you and Nico and Casey and Mike, like you're my best friend, Mike's Freddie's best friend. So like now
Yeah.
we really like when Casey and Mike first went, we're like, okay, like we started hanging out with you guys like a lot. Not that we
Or
didn't hang
more.
out a
Yeah.
lot, but like a
But
lot
like
more.
more.
But now that you guys are gone, it's just kind of like I was texting Nico the other night. He's like, "Who do you guys hang out with?" I was like, "Ourselves."
I know you told me. But like for me, I feel like right now, like all my friends are who I work with. And like yes, like I love everybody, but like everybody's at work right now. And like I don't really work on Wednesdays. So it's kind of like when I wouldn't work, I'd like either go to your house and shoot the podcast or like I'd go to dinner with Sienna or like I'd do
Yeah.
something else with any of my other friends and it's just like weird because like I can't just call somebody up and be like, "Hey, do you want to go get a drink? Like I'm done work at this time." Like I don't
Yeah.
have that because everybody literally is at work.
Yeah.
So that's like I think that's been like my hardest transition for me in all honesty is because like we all work together so like we all like we do have a very good work balance like social life
Yeah.
between all of us but it's like also like I'm not at the gym as much so it's kind of just like some days I'm like I just want to go like get food with somebody so like but there's really no one I can go get food with
Yeah.
so it's just like all right I'm by myself
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're making it work. It's life,
Yeah.
like it's life, unfortunately.
And
Like,
I mean I literally have only been here for what almost 2 months.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
It
I
does
know.
not feel like that.
Okay, last one. This one's kind of a interesting one. How to know if your significant other is, in quotes and all capital letters, the person.
I guess for me, um, I mean, everybody goes through rough patches in relationships.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what happens. Um, I feel like for me, like not only are me and Nico like in a relationship, obviously, he's like my best friend. Like we
Yeah.
could just sit here and just fucking laugh about anything. And I feel like in previous relationships, it was so like set on like relationship things, and like I was very much like I had a different, I had a thing like set look of how a relationship had to be,
Yeah.
and that's not how relationships are. And I think it's
Yeah.
because of watching movies and shows and all that stuff, and it's just not. And I think also, um, I grew up, so like I kind of realized what I wanted and what I didn't want in a relationship and in a partner, and I feel like just like you have to just like it's kind of hard when you know you just know,
Yeah.
and I feel like I just kind of knew with Nico, like I wasn't like right off the bat, if I'm being honest, like it was a little bit like maybe almost like a year into our relationship.
Yeah.
um but like it's somebody like you could literally like can be around all the time and like not get pissed off at each other. I mean, yeah, me and Nico get pissed off at each other, but
Yeah.
also like we work together and we live together, so like we're with each other 24/7 all day every day basically.
Yeah.
um but like it's just kind of like you literally like we could sit on the couch and just I'm just content just because I'm like there with like him. Like we don't have to talk, like nothing like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm just content with my life. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like weird because like my perspective on it is different.
Yeah.
Not different, but like it's only ever been Freddie.
Yeah.
Like so I kind of had nothing to compare it to, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. It was just kind of like I'm a genuine believer in like things happen for a reason.
Mhm.
And I think we were best friends just for so many years. And I had that wall up of like, no, because I had the biggest fear, like, I don't want to start dating you. And then our friendship goes to shit.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I had that wall up and like, I guess like protecting myself in a way. And then
Yeah.
I finally just like broke that wall down. And I mean, it like, I think it was just meant to be. Like, I know that's like kind of like cheesy to say.
No, but like it's just like it's like hard. Like it's kind of just like when you like know, and like it's just like it's hard to explain in all honesty.
Yeah, and like I think I just kind of like set like my mind to it like this is my person. That's
Yeah.
it. And then like you said like there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, like you work through it. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work out. I just got lucky and it's it has worked in my favor.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I don't know. I just think like you'll know.
Yeah, literally you
That's
just
kind of like you'll know. There's really like everyone's experience is different. But like don't rush it. Let it happen.
literally do not rush it.
And you'll know.
Agreed.
But I think that is a wrap. That was a fun little like rambling session.
No, literally it was.
So that is our episode on Love Island. Um hopefully some like good shit happens.
I'm hoping something good happens the
Like
next.
I want these people to like cause chaos.
Literally cause fucking mayhem,
Like
please.
get your fucking hands dirty.
Literally, get your hands dirty. Come on, I need some tea. I
Like
need some
do
spicy tea.
something. Like you need to get content for movie night. Like start filming that content. Like
We
let's
need
fucking
some
go.
spicy tea. So, but we'll update you closer to I guess like the end of this, like the
Yeah,
season.
because we're like halfway right now. So like we did the beginning
Yeah,
halfway, and then I guess like
we'll debrief when like we have a winner maybe.
yeah, like the finale we'll
Yeah,
do.
finale.
That'll be fun. As of right now, Who do you think is winning?
I don't fucking know.
Either do I. So I was like, I'll just figured I'd try to ask you to see if we know.
Maybe Nick and no, Nick got dumped. What the fuck am I talking about?
But he might be back. We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
As
But
of right now, the only like solid couple is Ace and fucking Shelly.
don't even get me started. They're fucking plants.
What, bro?
Okay, that is a wrap. We will see you all next week.
Peace out.